Hi, so in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about how to log into the Pearson website. So I'm going to go to Canvas, and I'm going to log in. Now I'm going to go to my classes, 148, and I'm going to click on the MyLab and Mastering tab on the left. So I'm assuming that if you already did the sync with your account, then you click on any of these two and it takes you to MyMathLab. This will take you to assignments. This one will take you to the full website. So I'm going to click on this one directly. The other link sends you to just a list of the assignments. This one, I have a new update here, so let me dot this, okay? So this website has a lot of things going on here. There's some video links that we might not use, the list of homework problems. The home page, as you saw, already had these assignments also there. But then I want to show you something about the quizzes and tests. Up here is a quiz 0 that I made up just for practice. This is not part of your grade for now. The purpose of this quiz is just to be sure that you have installed the browser lockdown that you're going to need to take the real quizzes in the future. And so this is not part of your grade, but be sure that you try to do it. If you try, I would ask you, you need to download the Pearson lockdown browser. So you have to click here to download, install it, and run the quiz. So be sure that this is working. You might have to update your browser, erase the cookies. You might have to update Adobe. So be sure that you have this working before the weekend, because our first quiz will show up on Friday and it will be due on Monday. So any day, you can do it anytime between Friday and Monday, but just be sure that everything is on place for that time. So practice with this quiz 0 to have everything on your computer set up. Okay, now down here, these sample quizzes and tests that are down here, these are not part of your grade. These are just made for review. It's like when you have a regular textbook, at the end of the book, of each chapter, there might be like a chapter test, and there might be like a review before you start, what you need to know before you start chapter 3. See this exactly like that. So it's totally optional. You have a textbook that's online, so instead of opening the book and reading it and taking the quiz with paper and pencil, you can do these quizzes online. But these are not part of your grade. These are just part of the book. Okay. The real quizzes will show up here, the ones that are going to be counted towards your grade. Okay, let me go to the homework. So if you click on these homework problems, many of you already know how this works, so I just want to show that there's a little bit of a new behavior here. There's an update, as you saw. So now if you click on this, you can see all the questions and you can move around, and you can click on this one. I'm going to put an answer that's bad. Check my answer, it's probably wrong, and you tell me what's going on. You can save, and I'm leaving, and then you can go back and try them later. Okay. You have 3 attempts per question, so it's not unlimited. You have to kind of think of what you're doing. Okay, now what I want to show you was the book. So if you go here to chapter contents, you have access to the chapters of the book that we're working on. So I'm going to go to chapter, let me open any of these. So right here you have a video presentation. If you want to watch that, you can talk about the derivatives. So this class is basically self-contained. You don't have to watch these videos, but of course you don't have a lecture, so I would encourage you to don't just jump into the problems. Every chapter has a video. So if I selected here 11.3, it says watch a video presentation, and it has examples of video presentations of what you need to do. So these are the videos that are substitutes for lectures. So you're totally on your own to watch these. There's not mandatory, but every section has a video. Okay, so at least you can see examples of people working them out. Now, if you don't want to watch the videos, or even if you watch them, what you should be doing is opening the book. And of course, in the multimedia e-text, it takes a little bit, but your book will open. There's this is a book that has like a regular textbook. You have things working on here. You can change pages on here on the side or up here with these arrows. But every time you have it in the example, you have something like this. This means there's a you try problem. So if you try in that one, it gives you another little example of exactly that topic to try before you go to the homework. So the idea would be that you would go open each. I'm telling you on Canvas. If you go to modules every week, I'll tell you what is due every week. And you can see here, okay, so for Wednesday it's 1, 1, and 1, 2. So what you should be doing is going here, open 1.1, sorry, 11.1. Hope that's what it says. 11.1 and 11.2. So you would go here to 11.1 and open the book, or you can also be here if you're here in the, or close it. If you go to this part to 11.1, you can watch the videos of 11.1. Okay. Well, after you watch the videos, you can do problems for practice, and then do the homework, and until you did all that, you should be ready for the quiz. So be sure that you do all this, because that's how you have a full online experience. If you just try to solve the problems without going through the videos, it's going to be hard, and you feel like this class is not really doing it for you. But this website does have videos, does have a lot of support for you to understand the concepts and be successful. Of course, you can shoot me emails, you can ask me questions about it, but sometimes many of those questions I'm going to refer you back to have you read the book, have you opened the session in the book. So just to be sure that we're working on the same page. Okay, keep in touch, and this is the first start of week 1. I hope you get ready for the rest of the quarter.